So I've got a newer style connector that I want to show you guys that will run a ton of amps through it. So these connectors, many of us have not seen. These are probably the best option to run on a BeastClass or a X-Class, where we're going to be running a ton of amps through it. These are the AS150s, which stands for Anti-Spark 150, which is 150 amps. And these are kind of like your typical connectors in the fact that they have a male and a female end. This is the female end, and you can tell the male end just slips in there. This is just a slotted piece of brass with a kind of an expansion ring, and then you've got the male end, which is just a machined piece of brass that slots directly in. Now, where these differ from like your usual XT60s or something to that effect is the other end here. This is a male end, all has a anti-spark feature. So when you're hooking this together and you actually get enough friction between the male and female end, it breaks contact momentarily so you don't spark. Those of you who are running 6S know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, this is running 12S, so you can imagine the spark that you're going to get from that if you don't use a system such as this. So the way we solder these on is we strip back. This is, what gauge is this? This is a 10 gauge wire, and I've stripped back about a 1/4 inch, stuck it in there, and then soldered it so it's flat, and then filled in all the gaps all around. That gives you a nice solid solder joint. And then as you can see here, there's a bit of knurling, which allows you to take this plastic cap, run it right up to it, and then screw it in place, just like that. So that's what your male connector looks like when completed. Here's the other male side. This has no anti-spark. So again, we've got the knurling here, and then we take our plastic cover and screw this right in place, just like that. So with these plastic covers, the male end plastic cover goes with the female end brass, and the female plastic cover goes with the male end brass. So how these connect is just like that. I'll fit together. So if we observe the completed female end with the completed male end, these force together just like that, and making that connection. And this being the positive connection, this has the anti-spark feature in there, so we're not going to spark this as we put it together. So it's a cool little design. These are manufactured by a company called Amass, A-M-A-S-S. These seem to be about the best ones out there. These can be found on Amazon. They are not cheap. They're somewhere in the realm of like $7. I'm not sure the exact pricing on them, and they fluctuate a little bit in pricing. And for like this build, I went through like 4 packages of them, so yeah, you definitely go through a lot. I've got one there, and another one on the other side, and then finally this last jointed one here. So I got a wire that goes from here to here. But I've been using them for a while. If you're interested to see how they're soldered together, here's some footage of that. I'm gonna splice and pre-tin. So the trick with these anti-spark sides, I know I had shown this in an earlier BeastClass video, but go ahead and cover the anti-spark section. This acts as a heat sink, because if you don't, it will actually melt and negate the anti-spark feature. So you don't want to do that. It says, make sure to put your plastic part on first. Because, yeah. So, just going to heat this guy until that's kind of flat in there and then filled. We're starting to fill up. Okay. And keep something around to hold the joint together for a couple seconds. Very good. So I just wanted to show you something a little bit different and some of the reasoning as to why X-Class is a lot pricier than your normal 5-inch, 4-inch, 3-inch quad builds. This is kind of a cool device. I'm glad I'm running this on this craft. For those of you who are running 6S, you know the sparks that will occur. This is 12S. So you can just imagine we could probably weld with this. But, yeah, I just wanted to bring you this video and show you something a little bit different than our typical XT60s, XT30s. So if you enjoyed this video, click that thumbs up button. If you've seen these before, let me know in the comments below. Is there some different connector that you would use on a craft like this? Have you not seen these before? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't done it already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button because you only get to do it once and it's fun. And I'll catch you later. Peace.